So last week I discovered that Hair of Istanbul tried to get one of my videos deleted. They actually went to YouTube and asked them to delete one of my videos. So in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what Hair of Istanbul found so unbearably annoying about that video that they had to go to YouTube to request it to be taken down. And this applies if you are thinking of having a hair transplant with Hair of Istanbul. I think you need to watch this video because if this is the company you're dealing with, you need to know. Keep watching. Happy New Year, everybody. So let me give you some background before I go into what happened last week with Hair of Istanbul. So I post review videos on hair clinics and things to do with hair transplants, and people always email me. I get hundreds of emails per week. Some people are telling me about their experiences with particular clinics, and Hair of Istanbul is no different. So because I was getting such a high volume of reviews and comments about Hair of Istanbul that didn't really correlate with the positive impression I had about them before, I felt obliged to summarize these issues just to get Hair of Istanbul to actually acknowledge it and maybe answer me. I contacted them before I made the video. I emailed them my questions. I said, listen, I'm about to do this video. Can you answer these questions? Can you put your side of the story? They ignored it, they blanked it. And even when I published the video, I invited them. I said, listen, if you're watching this, contact me. I'm very happy to do another video and put your side of the story. And basically the issues that were highlighted by people, not by me, by people who contacted me, were as follows, and you can see it in the main video. Firstly, people said that Hair of Istanbul, they've showed me, they've shared WhatsApp pictures that Hair of Istanbul do 10 procedures per day, which is quite a lot. So do they have 10 surgeons? I doubt it. So this was one issue. The second issue was the relatively high prices compared to other clinics in Turkey and the random pricing. Sometimes you don't really get a price quoted, you just get a package. So this was another question that I had for Hair of Istanbul. Why are their prices higher than the similar clinics in Turkey? There was an issue about professionalism. Some people complaining that they were rude to them, but to be fair, that can be subjective. I'm happy to just kind of give them a pass on that one, because you always find some people that are not happy with how they were treated. So fair enough. And the final issue was the overharvesting. But the overharvesting is a major issue, and I just wanted Hair of Istanbul to address these questions. I emailed them. They could have just said, yeah, we charge high prices because of this. We don't overharvest. This is what happened with this particular client. This is what went wrong. They could have just answered it. And they've chosen the last thing they should have chosen, which has really backfired on them. And that was to just go to YouTube and try and silence the criticism by issuing a takedown. So basically they went to YouTube and said, yeah, we don't like any criticism on YouTube, so can you please take it down? Let me tell you a couple of things I noticed straight after posting the video. The first thing was I was getting a massive volume of really spiteful comments, more than on any other video. And I've been, publishing on YouTube for 6 years on, multiple channels, and I've never really experienced this before. And every creator in YouTube usually gets, one or two really horrible comments now and again. It's fine, got broad shoulders, I can take it. But this was more than even I'm used to. So I thought to myself, okay, why are these people so angry? So I went onto some of the channels of these people, and there are people who've just created their channels like days ago. So from what I heard, some clinics or some organizations are quite happy to create lots of bot accounts and just flood negative videos with comments just to kind of drown out any criticism. So it could be that, I don't know, it could be genuine people. And the second thing I noticed is a couple of guys contacted me saying that, long, comments saying that, oh, we've had great experience with Hair of Istanbul, we've had this, we've had that, it's been great, and we're happy to talk to you to put our side of the story. And I said, fantastic. I contacted them both. So I contacted both guys. I said, let's arrange an interview. This would be really good to get your side of the story and see the good work that Hair of Istanbul do. And both people just disappeared. And when they disappeared, why they disappeared, I don't know. I suspect because with both of them, I asked them, I said, listen, You've had your hair transplant, you've got a great result. Why are you even still checking out hair transplant videos on YouTube? Are you affiliated with Hair of Istanbul? Do you work for them? Have they asked you to do this? Are they paying you, to do this? I was just curious. As soon as I said that, they both disappeared, and I've never heard from them since. So it makes me think, at least were they genuine people who just kept watching YouTube videos even after having hair transplants? Or were they sent by Hair of Istanbul? To this day, I don't know. Anyway, fast forward to last 2 Saturdays ago. I wake up in the morning and I get an email from YouTube saying that one of my videos, somebody has asked one of my big videos to be taken down, and I said, really strange. So I checked and it was the Hair of Istanbul video, and then I saw the full email translated from Turkish into English, and a couple of interesting things about what they say in their takedown request. Number one is that they say, firstly, that I'm entitled to give constructive criticism, but they've tried to take down my video because it's critical. So obviously they don't accept any criticism. What they want is basically what's on their YouTube channel, which is just glossy videos of happy, smiling people who've had great hair transplants, who are being shown around the country, having a lovely holiday while having their transplant. They don't really want in-depth examination of how they work, how they charge on the price of their services. They don't want any of that. They just want a positive image, and they're going to get that through aggressive marketing, basically silencing anything or anyone who gets in the way of them making a buck. The second thing I noticed in their statement is that they said that I could have contacted them. Well, hello, I sent you 2 separate emails, and in my video I invited you to contact me if you have a different version of these stories. I gave you plenty of opportunity before, during, and after the video to get your side of the story to me, and you've basically ignored it. And well, the takedown claim did not work because it was dismissed, because it was a perfectly legitimate video highlighting issues raised by people. So it was dismissed. Despite everything, I still reached out to Hair of Istanbul after the takedown request, and I said to them, why are you doing this? I mean, what issues do you have with the video? Can we discuss it in a civilized manner? So I still reached out, and this time they actually replied. They said, the usual stuff of we've got the right to defend ourselves. And it's quite funny that they said we accept constructive criticism, which was quite funny, because if they accept constructive criticism, then they wouldn't try to take down people's videos, reviews of their clinic. Interestingly, they offered the chance of an interview. They said they're happy to do an interview. I said, fine, great. When can we do this interview? And I even told them that this video is about to air, and as usual, they've just completely blanked my email. They never replied. So the question is, why did Hair of Istanbul find that video so objectionable? What is it about that video that really irked them so much? I don't really have the answer, but my best guess is that the issues in that video are real issues that even they know are in existence, and issues that they would rather not be made public. That's the only reason I can think of why they would fight tooth and nail to have a video taken down. So what can we conclude about this incident? Number one is takedowns don't really work. They're the crudest form of silencing criticism, and most likely it will backfire on you. If you're a clinic or a business, it probably is going to backfire on you, because people are going to see that all you're trying to do is silence criticism. And by the way, the YouTube policy is that if somebody issues a takedown and they are seen to be abusing the takedown system, their channel is the one that is going to get deleted. So if Hair of Istanbul, if you're watching this, if you do this again, either to me or to someone else, YouTube sees this as an abuse of the takedown system, your channel is it's going to be the one to go. Think very, very carefully. The second thing is, this is not going to change the way I make YouTube videos on this channel. I'm always going to share the good, the bad, and the ugly. If a clinic is expecting me only to share the good, then they are sorely mistaken. And the final point is, if you are thinking of having a hair transplant with any clinic, you need to look at the way they respond to criticism, to negative reviews. if this is how they respond to negative reviews, in terms of trying to silence the review and actually lying and saying that I could have contacted them, then think about the way they're going to deal if things go wrong with your hair transplant. If, God forbid, if something goes wrong, are they going to be supportive? Are they going to be there for you? Are they going to look after you? You need to think very, very carefully about how a company behaves, not just when things are good, but also when things go wrong. I hope you found the video useful. Hair of Istanbul, if you are watching this, I'm still open to communicating with you.